Hey guys, welcome back to the Obi Thorian Alliance. What are we doing in today's video, Jacob?
So what have you been watching, the best and the worst and honourable mentions?
So stick around and see what you're watching lately. So we're nearly the middle of March. We haven't done one of these videos for over a month now. So since our last video, what's the best thing you've watched on, whether it be streaming, TV or at the cinemas?
So when it comes to movies, it would definitely be a movie with Woody Harrelson called Champions. Really excellent movie about sporting, playing basketball, a man trying to find himself coaching people on the spectrum, and really enjoyed the movie from start to finish, and acting performances and seeing how people on the spectrum can play sports as well as anyone.
I really like Champions as well. Just for the sake of being a little bit different, I've gone with something else, but Champions is definitely an honourable mention for me. It was one of the most surprising movies for the month for sure. On with Creed 3, so I saw this yesterday. Jacob hasn't seen it yet. You're going to see it this weekend. I really enjoyed this. Yes, the Creed series is going to continue to drag on, just like Rocky did. But, you know, action films, fighting, people like it. I actually think this one had the best story. Without giving away too many spoilers, I think the reason for the villain is like the son of one of Rocky's villains, or, you know, like the world champion, for instance. It's, you know, a childhood friend who he's trying to help out, but basically what he wants and what Creed wants for him don't align, and then in the end they decide that they're going to have to fight each other to settle their differences. I just found it really, really interesting. I think Jonathan Majors was great in it. You know, he also Kang the Conqueror in Ant-Man and the Wasp, or the Marvels series at the moment. So his performances was great, and he is absolutely muscular. Like, he is so big in this movie, it's insane. I think it was a great spectacle, and I think they did the fights really well as always, but it just had a good story. I think most people would, you know, buy into this movie.
The best show that I've seen lately is a show on Amazon Prime, Consultant, with 8 episodes going for 30 minutes. Have done a review on the channel if you want to check out more about it, but basically it's about this gaming company that make a mobile games, and from the first scene I was hooked from the show. I think it does the mystery the best out of any show. It's highly bingeable, the best bingeable show I've seen this year. Excellent show, would highly recommend it, and I think it's the best show of the year so far that has finished.
Yeah, so check out the review Jacob done on that as well if you want to find out more. The best show for me is a Netflix original called Full Swing. So it's a golf documentary. I think it's one of the best documentaries I've seen. It's up there with The Last Dance. Maybe not produced as well, because The Last Dance has a lot of historicalness to it, and, you know, a special event, where Full Swing is giving an insight to the life of golfers, which may not be interesting to everyone. The access it gives you, and the fact that it's not, you know, 20 years past like we've got in The Last Dance. This is filmed months ago. I think it's really great, and you get to see quite a unexpected feud that, if you follow golf, you'd know about it. But when they started filming this show, I don't think they realized what was happening in the world of golf, and they happened to be following, coincidentally, people that were right at the center of this feud that goes on between two opposing golf leagues. So I don't think they expected that, but it was great that they did, and it was perfect to get inside access to that. So Full Swing, I think you need to be a golfer to watch it, but for a documentary, and if you're a golf or sports fan, it's, you know, fantastic. So that was the best thing I've seen this month.
Now, the worst things we've seen.
Yeah, what's the worst movie or TV show you've seen?
Just watch it recently, starring Kevin Hart and John Travolta, Die Hard. It just didn't do anything special. It's basically a movie within a movie. It's basically playing a stereotype, and it is funny, but we've seen Kevin Hart done this role so many times. I'm personally starting to get sick of it. He is very typecast, and it plays on that fact that, you know, he's typecast. Basically, he wants to be an action star, but the problem is you can't take him seriously because he wants to be an action star, so it It's not shockingly bad, but out of everything I've seen, it's definitely the worstest because you don't really buy that he can be an action star, so that's kind of the problem. So yeah.
Sounds weird, the fact that he's playing himself in but it's not real. Such an odd thing to think of. And, he's Kevin Hart, but John Travolta isn't John Travolta, and how that all works. But
yeah,
I imagine it's just like every other Kevin Hart film. And, Kevin Hart does have some funny things, but I'm a bit over him, I must say. I think comedy's kind of gone now. We know what to expect with him. The worst thing I've seen, this might be controversial, because I actually don't mind it. It's just the worst thing I've seen this month was Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. We've reviewed this. I do think it's an okay movie, but unfortunately, everything else I've seen this month has been better than it. So something's got to be the worst, and that happens to be the worst thing I've seen this month. And it's probably more disappointing than bad. I think its expectations for me were really high, and it just didn't live up to it. So it's the only thing I can think of this month that I walked out of and thought, could have been better. I didn't really love that. So Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Fair choice.
Yeah. Any other mentions? Maybe is there some other shows or movies we aren't your favourite, but you've seen this month that you were up there?
Truth be told, I'm kind of just watching it for the sake of it, but it's not shockingly bad. It's because of season 2, so I feel it's not in the worst section. It's very much in the middle. It's kind of, I feel like it just should have been one season.
Okay, but this is an improvement on the second season at least?
Yeah, it is.
I've not finished it yet, but The Shrinking, The Last of Us, obviously, mega show. Everyone's liking The Last of Us, but not finished it yet. Talk about it next month, I guess. I watched Creed 2 in preparation for Creed 3, and that was good. Not as good as Creed 1 and not as good as Creed 3, but, it was there. It's really about it. Oh, sorry, I think Only Murders in the Building Season 2, which I really like, so I'm looking forward to Season 3. So kind of binge watched Season 1 and 2 in a short period of time, and now I've got to wait out for Season 3 like everyone else. So looking forward to that.
I'm the same. Honourable mentions would be The Shrinking and The Last of Us. 2 excellent shows. Would highly recommend watching them.
Yeah, looking forward to giving a review on The Shrinking when it's finished, because it's not really like any other show I've seen. It's really entertaining. The episodes are short and sharp, which I like, and the cast is phenomenal. So I'm intrigued to see what happens when we finish it and we can give it a proper review.
Any shows that you're looking forward to that are coming out?
I saw a trailer for a show called Gotham Knights today. Intrigued to find out more about that, given that there's been the game. I don't know if this is tied in with the Batman movie that came out, because I know they're making spin-offs, but it looks interesting. I'm a big fan of Batman and anything Batman related, so I might properly watch the trailer. I only kind of saw an ad for it come Oxtel today, so I might look into that a bit more. There's a few movies out there that I've been recommended from a podcast I listen to. I believe one is on Amazon Prime, and it's a romantic comedy. The name will come to me, and the main actress in it is Alison Brie, and it's directed by David Franco, which is her husband, and I heard that was really, really good. It's called Someone That I Used to Know. That's the name of the movie. So I haven't seen a trailer for it, but hearing a review by this podcast I listen to, I'm intrigued to go watch it now. So I'm going to have a look tonight to see if it's available.
I'm surprised that you've forgotten about Ted Lasso is coming out March the 15th.
I did see that there was a trailer that came out the other day, and I haven't watched it yet, but I didn't actually notice what date it was coming out, so gonna have to watch the trailer for that.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen the trailer.
Maybe it's something I have to have a look at, but yeah, in that case, I'm very much looking forward to that. And Shazam, is that soon?
Shazam and 65.
That's this month?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to add those to the list. I think 65 looks awesome, and Shazam's going to be great. So I think I've actually seen a lot of hype online about people seeing the trailer for 65 and being blown away by thinking how ridiculous it looks, but I think it looks amazing. So we did react to that, so feel free to check that out on the channel. But yeah, I think that's a movie I'm definitely going to go see at the movies.
Comment down what shows and movies you thought was bad and good. Thank you for watching. Hit the notification bell, like and subscribe. And as always, you're awesome and keep being awesome.